Welcome to the bunker, everyone. Today, we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Series 60th Anniversary Action Soldier Infantry. Commemorating 60 years of G.I. Joe, this soldier is a more modern representation of their original action soldier back from 1964, and I gotta say, it is very well done. While the sculpt and parts are a reuse of previous G.I. Joes from this line, the paint job as well as the new additions help it stand on its own. I love the camo paint job that was added. It is very nicely done and definitely looks realistic to what we see on current soldiers. The vest is also very well sculpted. There are plenty of woven canvas lines in it that give it that authentic vibe. The new pouches and holster definitely set it apart from the other Joes in this line, as well as the tiny little details that adorn the figure. Side note, I am super happy that the American flag is oriented correctly with the blue facing forward. That's a minor detail that a lot of companies can miss, but I'm glad that it's oriented correctly. The articulation is the tried and true method that this line has been using, so you get a great range of movement. For the accessories, for it being a deluxe offering, you definitely get your money's worth and more, as there is a huge plethora of accessories. For starters, let's get this out of the way. You have race-swapped heads and hands, so that way you can differentiate the troops. And then you have a nice poncho that is actual soft goods. It's nice, it's flexible, it even has a little pouch that you can put the radio in. Definitely love it. And it's complemented by the plastic hood that comes with. While it's a soft rubber-like plastic, it does not stick out in any way like a sore thumb. And you have a hood down and hood up variant, so it's very well done. Now, if the poncho's not your thing, then you still have a good array of options, as the pouches that can go on the vest are interchangeable. You can tab it into any of the slots there and mix and match how each vest looks. So that's really a good idea. Same with the radio. It can plug into either the belt or on the vest, all of which are very well sculpted, and it definitely sells the more infantry vibe. One accessory I really do like, and I cannot explain why, is the inclusion of the dog tags. I think it's a really nice inclusion for this anniversary, and I honestly wouldn't mind seeing it included in future G.I. Joe releases. The helmet is very well sculpted. It is reuse of helmets that we've seen prior though. However, I do wish they used the Wolf Spider helmet, as it has the clasped helmet straps, so I think that would have been better for the more military-esque look. But still, for what it is, it's very well done. He has a backpack that can store 2 weapons via the side pegs, and it can just tab into the back. It is reuse of Outback's backpack, but it is really good, and very fitting for its size considering what our soldiers need to be carrying into battle. And now we move on to the weapons. First, we're going to start off with this pistol. It's very simple and plain looking, but it's nice, but I do wish it had a port for blast effects, so that's a little disappointing. But still, it gets the job done and it can slide right into the holster. Next we have this double barrel carbine rifle. It looks good. I don't get why it's double barrel, but it gets the job done, and I do like the removable mag, so that's nice. Next we have his big old LMG, and it is very nicely detailed and sculpted, including a built-in bipod, so that's nice. And finally, we come to the big gun itself, the 50 cal. Very well sculpted. I like that you have a bullet belt that you can feed through it, and the tripod is a very nice touch. You can even have it go up and down if you choose, as well as side to side. But if having it on the tripod is not really your thing and you'd rather your Joe be holding it, then you can switch out the handle and take it off the tripod so he can hold it minigun style. Smart thinking on the Joe team. Extra props on that. For comparison, here he is with Classified Series Snake Eyes and Mayfec's in-game Captain America. Here he is with Classified Series Roadblock and Marvel Legends Winter Soldier. And then for other troop builders, here he is with the Steel Corps 2-pack troopers as well as Grunt, modified in the Steel Corps armor. And I honestly have to say, this is the better troop builder than any of the Steel Corps guys. While the Steel Corps have their place in G.I. Joe history, these are definitely the better troop builders. Overall, this is an anniversary figure done right. It embraces what the figure was meant to be originally and just modernizes it. Instead of looking like what they did back in the 60s, they went with a more modern soldier, and I think that's actually a smart decision. It helps it blend in with the other Classified Series figures, but it's still its own unique thing. I highly recommend, if you are a G.I. Joe fan, to pick it up. You will not be disappointed. And if you're wanting some army guys for background photography, these are the way to go. You will surely not be disappointed.